2001 Toyota Sequoia 4.7. What we have here is a crank no start condition. What happened is my customer drove the vehicle to a parking lot, to a store, and when he wanted to get back to his place, it just won't start. When checking, we have some fuel pump relay here. Fuel pump check okay. Next, what we did is, or what you can do here as well, is remove this hose. You can use a bottle, fill it up with a little bit of gas, and make a little hole in top of it right here with a screwdriver or something. Just make a little hole, and you're gonna open the throttle plate, and you're gonna spray a little bit of fluid or gasoline, which is going to be gasoline. You're going to spray gasoline inside, and then you're going to go in there and crank. If your vehicle cranks and starts right up, it means that your fuel pump there's no fuel getting to your vehicle. That's why it doesn't start. So I'm going to give a demonstration what it does. It cranks but no start. I already have the vehicle lift up on stands. Next is going to be to get to the fuel tank, and we're going to remove it, and we're going to bring that gas tank down and replace the fuel pump. So at this point, you check your fuses, you check your relay, and it's working, and then you put your key forward, your ignition switch, and there's no noise on the gas tank. It means that your fuel pump is damaged. So to this point, you're going to have to lift your vehicle and start working on your gas tank. The first thing we're going to do on the gas tank is we're going to remove this shield. It's held by 12mm bolts, so we can get the splash shield all the way from the tank, and then we're going to remove the hose connectors to the fuel filter, some hoses. I'll show you which hoses we're going to remove as we go through the process, but those two up there are going to be two of them that we're going to remove from there for sure. So let's get to it. Right, so they were 5 bolts, 5 12mm bolts for the splash shield. Once you got that removed, you're going to start working your hoses, the upper hoses up there, the big ones. And there's a breather hose back over here on the top. You're going to remove that as well. Then you're going to start removing this bolt right here with 2 bolts to bring the fuel tank down. So here I have removed the 2 clamps that's holding the hoses in place. I'm just gonna move that back out. And the second one, I'm gonna twist that. So after we got that done, we're gonna remove the breather hose that's on this side over here. So this one we're gonna remove it from here. We have like a clamp. It's a lot easier to remove it from here. Just gonna get that out of the way. I'm gonna twist it, bring it out like that. Next is gonna be the fuel filter connector hose right here. Little pin out of the way. Here we have what I have to remove, this little clip over here, so I can pull this out of the way. And we want it to get away a little bit, so there might be fuel coming out of it. got that disconnect. In fact, I'm gonna put a little bucket here on the bottom so it won't rip that much. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna remove this bolts right here. I think they're like 14. 1, 2, only 2, and then we carefully are gonna put a jack under the gas tank, a jack, and then slowly bringing it down and make sure that we're not going to break any wiring or hoses or any connections. So this is how I have set up. I'm gonna put one of those small board on top of the jack. I'm gonna put them on top of against the gas tank. Right, so after I have removed those bolts, I'm gonna go ahead and remove those the straps. The straps are just over here. We're just gonna pull on them. And they are like locked against it. Not locked, but they're kind of seized to it against the gas tank. Gonna remove this pin over here. I'm gonna go ahead and remove that pin so I can get better access without the brackets on the way. So I'm gonna lower the tank a little slowly. I'm gonna make sure that it doesn't fall off or something gets caught. You can see that there's a hose that I need to remove. And I haven't removed this one over here. That one. I need to remove that one as well. So at this point, what we're gonna do, we're gonna remove this connectors over here on top of the fuel pump, and that way we can get this tank out of the vehicle and install a new fuel pump. Right, so here we have the two connectors, and we're gonna disconnect. This one has a little tap here that you're gonna push on. This one and this one as well. I'm gonna press here in the back of it, and it'll come undone. So that's all for this side. Now we're gonna just lower the whole tank and get it out of the truck. Hey guys, so we got this fuel tank out of the truck from underneath. We just gonna put a little bit of air around it so get all that dirt. Then we're gonna start removing these bolts, all this around. It looks like they're 7 or 8 millimeter. Now careful, we're gonna remove this upper plate. We probably have to remove these hoses so we don't this clip over here first. get closer so you could get a better look from over here. And this is your fuel pump right here. So what we're gonna replace is this right here. This unit only. We're gonna reuse the hoses and the clamp. We're gonna remove this hose clamp over here, and then we're gonna try to pull on the back of it like that. Pull out. And now we're moving the electric connector. Here we have the new one, and I believe it's the same connector. What's wrong? We're gonna have to use the provider connector that comes with it. What I decided that we're gonna use the provider pigtail. Cut one side of it, the original connector. We're gonna rewire this as follow: black with black, red with blue. So that's what we're gonna do next. So at this point we're ready to put our new fuel pump back in place. I have put these two wires together, the new connector, the new pigtail. If you want, you can put like a zip tie here just to make sure that these wires are not moving around. But other than that, we're ready to put it back on inside the tank. So after putting all this bolt in and tying them up and putting these hoses back, all there's left to do is put the tank back into the vehicle, and that would be all for your new fuel pump on your 2001 Toyota Sequoia.